Brewers. All right, ready to get underway. Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. That one finds the zone, and we're underway here this afternoon. And that is cut on and missed. And the count is 0-2. On the ground to short, Ortiz. Lindor retired. Let's take a peek at the Mets lineup here. And it's clear the most important job they have today is getting to the starting pitcher early and often.
No doubt about that. That's the best way to disrupt a game. But can they do it? Certainly something for us to pay attention to in this one, partner.
Juan Soto now. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on base and slugging too. And first offering is fouled off.
Early in the count, you have to be real careful because of that power. But then if this hitter gets a strike or two on him, he's still very comfortable. And because he has the ability to get the barrel to the baseball, he's a threat deep into the count as well.
Good eye right there.
That's a ball. 1-2.
Ripped right field. That's back there. That one way back, and it's gone. He circles the bases, and the Mets on the board first. It's 1-0.
Boog, his plan was to hit the ball hard, and he was going to figure out the rest later. You can't argue with those results. He's so good at getting his arms extended, and that's exactly what he did right there. You don't typically want to pull a pitch at that part of the plate, but he doesn't allow his wrists to roll over, stays through the ball, gets the loft, and gets the home run.
Swing and a ground ball. In plenty of time to first, got the out.
Batting fourth, the first baseman, Pete Alonso.
Here's Pete Alonso. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
Check swing, called strike.
No ball. 1 strike.
And strike 2.
Ahead 0-2 in the count. Sure, you've got 4 pitches you can work with, but throw something you can command and get this at bat over with as quickly as possible.
Off the mark there. 1-2 to count.
I don't like to say he wasted a pitch. I think that was a purpose pitch. Change the eye level, have him look up.
Now that's strike 3 and the third out. So we take a break. The Mets do pick up a run on this solo blast. It's now 1-0. Up now for Milwaukee, Jackson Chourio. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most. Here comes the 0-1. And he grounds one to the right side. And foul ball.
Well, he gets to balls that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive because there are certain times the ball comes off the bat. Automatically, that team that hit it thinks that they've got a base hit or they may have extra bases, and he just takes it away.
Batting second, the designated
now it's
hitter,
Christian Yelich.
Yelich.
And he swings and misses at the initial offering. A little out front there as he swings through it.
No ball.
1 out, base is empty. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. On to first, out. 2 away now after the drop third strike.
Well, anytime you can punch out the top 2 guys in a lineup to start an inning, you've got to be feeling pretty good out there on the mound, because when you think of just having a distraction, table setters on the base paths, and all of a sudden you're dealing with the number 3 hitter, any distraction can cause you to serve up a cookie, and instead of it being a solo shot, it's a 2 or 3 run homer.
lands another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Brewers go down quietly. They trail here 1-0. Back here at American Family Field. And the batter now, Brandon Nimmo.
Brandon Nimmo.
And a big swing and a miss.
0-1.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Everything came together for him. Smashed that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
Here's Jesse Winker. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. Back there. Off the batter's eye and gone. And that should quiet this home crowd. It's 3-0. 1 pitch, 1 swing, 1 home run.
Yeah, you could say that's efficiency right there. Didn't need much time in the box to make an impact.
And here is Tyrone Taylor. And first offering is fouled off. Nobody on, nobody out. A pair of runs across in the inning here at the top of the second. Inside. And the count even 1-1. Clyde Washington with home plate duties in this one.
A little bit of a low zone boot from Clyde. Nothing crazy, though. Pitchers that work consistently down around the knees and are able to command their off-speed stuff tend to have some pretty good success with him back there behind the plate.
And here's the catcher, Francisco Alvarez. And that one hammered. Back there. Out of here. He flexes his power with that swing. It's their second home run of the inning. It's 5-0. He ambushed him right there, Siggy.
Yeah, swinging on that first pitch, and I think losing one over the fence is exactly what he had in mind as well.
Nabs it, and there's one down.
Now batting, the shortstop.
Back to the top of the Mets order. Francisco Lindor digs in now. And first offering is fouled off. The shortstop takes a ball.
Well, a really rough inning out there on the mound. And this is one of those where you learn a lot about a guy's toughness and his ability to turn the page and keep pressing forward.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Still only 1 out here in the inning. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
He swings and fouls one off.
Great swing and solid contact. Just a little too quick. He's got to stay back a little longer.
To the right side. That gets by him.
Man, he just absolutely turned on that one. Ripped it down the line. Nice job of staying in his mechanics.
2 outs, runner at first. Mark Vientos up now for the Mets. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
No ball. 1 strike.
Swing and a liner foul off to the right. Soto leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Terang. They take the force out, and they're happy to just get off the field after that frame. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. Back here in Milwaukee, here's the center fielder, Garrett Mitchell. And there's a ball. And another ball. That misses the zone. 3-0. That's in there. that one down the line, and that's just foul. Swing and a chopper out to short. That's one out the bottom of the second.
Batting fifth, the left fielder.
And now, Sal Frelick. And first offering is fouled off. Just missed.
1 ball, 1 strike.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today.
Yeah, there's no doubt, Boog. Electric stuff from the jump. There's just no messing around right now. It's still very early, but we could see a pretty impressive outing here if the strikeouts keep coming in the way they are. One thing you have to be aware of, though, is a high strikeout rate might impact the pitch count as the innings roll on.
Here's the 0-2. Good eye in that spot.
Really nice slider right there. Sweeping across the dish, but just couldn't hang the edge.
That's 3.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And Milwaukee is set down in order. Nobody left for Milwaukee. Still looking at that 5-0 deficit. And we're back. All set for the start of the inning. And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. And first offering is fouled off. Clobber to right field, way back, gone. And they add a run. It's 6-0. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. That's the exact definition of hitting the ball where it's pitched, taking that outside fastball and driving it the opposite way out of the ball.
Now pitching.
And we've got ourselves a pitching change. Tyler Alexander. He's into the game with the bases empty. Here's Brandon Nimmo. No throw. He's in safely, and now there's a runner at first.
The batter, number 3, designated hitter,
Jesse Winker will hit next. He's already homered here in this one. In the dirt, but kept close.
0-1.
When you're taking your lead over there at first, you got to be very careful. This guy on the mound's got a good pickoff move.
Lined, and that's a base hit. The throw into third, and they are rolling. Runners at the corner, still nobody out. And stepping in is the speedy Tyrone Taylor. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. And makes the grab. Runner tagging from third. Throw cut off, down to the plate. Not in time. He's safe as a run scores. Francisco Alvarez up now for the Mets. He's already homered in this game. That's out to center field. Mitchell sizing this one up. Hauls it in, 2 away. And now here's Jeff McNeil. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. Foul ball there.
Very dominant with that fastball inside. Hitter's going to be conscious of that. Now you have the outer half of the plate to work with out there on the mound.
Frelick has a beat on it. Makes the catch. And that is that. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the inning. Here's the third baseman, Oliver Dunn. And there's a strike.
This is one of those times when you want to be aggressive. Go ahead and pitch to contact. Let the defense work behind you. You've got a nice, comfortable lead. Don't try to be too fine.
0-2 now. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
Shortstop, Joseph.
Next for Milwaukee, Joseph Ortiz. Swing and a ball lifted left field. They got it for out number 2. 2 outs, base is empty. This is Bryce Terang. Clips the corner. Strike 1.
Now this guy is just filling up the strike zone right now. Don't want to get yourself in an 0-2 hole. You better be ready to pull the trigger on the first pitch.
And here it comes. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Picks up strikeout number 7. Gone in order are the Brewers. Not going their way. It's 7-0. Back here at American Family Field as we go to the top of the 4th. And stepping in for New York, Francisco Lindor. Alexander back to work.
Ball
1, no strikes.
Well, these Mets putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. Everything is clicking, and when you're producing more than 2 runs an inning, it's pretty obvious your guys came to do some damage. Obviously, this type of run production isn't exactly sustainable game to game, but it's a good sign that a lot of hard work's been paying off.
Next offering is down low. Smoke to right center, and this one's gonna go out of here. Francisco Lindor takes him deep, and they add a run. It's 8-0. That's their 5th homer of the game.
Man, they're all getting into the action. It's starting to feel like a home run derby up here.
Here's Juan Soto. He has, as they like to say,
let me guess, Boog, light tower power.
That's right. Hoskins takes it to the bag. That's the first out in the top of the 4th.
Now batting.
And now it's Mark Vientos. Hole for 2 in this one. Just missed. 1 out, base is empty, and a run in. Top half of inning number 4. And that one fouled off. That's off the mark, and that's ball 2.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Swing and a foul out of play. One down, base is empty. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Chourio sizes this one up. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out.
Now
and there's 2 down.
The first baseman.
And next for the Mets, Pete Alonso. Fought off foul.
These hitters like this that have so much power, look forward to seeing them hit the ball a long way. But if you're in the stands, or you're in a broadcast booth, or you're a writer, better keep your eye on the game.
Two outs, base is empty.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Cut on and miss, struck him out. Out number 3. Another look at the long ball from Francisco Lindor. It's now an 8-0 game. Back here in Milwaukee, and now Jackson Chourio. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
Well, these Brewers, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
And it finds its way through for a hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning. And now it'll be Christian Yelich, 0 for 1 so far. And first offering is fouled off.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working.
That one is absolutely belted. And it hits the fence. Throws to second, coming home. He'll score easily.
Picks himself up an RBI. A lot of times in today's game, right fielders are able to get to a ball that stays in like that, but he hit that one pretty well. And if he hits it just a little bit different on the barrel, it's out of here easily. But there's nothing wrong with the extra bases right there. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ball game.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
Oh, that slider down and away. It's just kind of a slow death. With 2 strikes, you're looking to protect, and halfway to the plate, you know you've committed, and you know you're going to have no chance of touching it. Tell you what, sometimes you just have to tip your cap.
Fastball for a strike. That one to first. And he takes it himself for the out.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Freeland in the box now. No balls and a strike. Pitch kicks away. And the runner holds. That's in there. And that is strike 2. And a base hit knocks in a run.
Good 2-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive in the center field. So that definitely felt good.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. Freeland off of first with 2 away. That's down and in. A slider missed. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. That's his 9th strikeout so far. They get 2 runs. And we're back. Top 5, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton. And leading it off, Brandon Nimmo. Line drive. That's a hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
I feel like I've seen more balls, and this is speaking as a former outfielder, former center fielder, but more balls in this game just out of the reach. Sometimes the angle's not great. Other times, just got to give credit because the hitters hit the ball really hard. It jumped off the bat. But one thing we do know is warmer temperatures are very, very favorable for the hitters. Well, these Mets, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They have 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet so far, and that tells...
Oh, that ball got them pretty good out there on the mound. They get 1. Puts the tag on him, and it's a double play. That one got him pretty good, but perhaps the silver lining is that it got him in his non-throwing arm, Chris.
Yeah, assuming there's nothing broken in there, I think he should be able to shake this one off. But, man, that can't feel good. He's going to have a pretty nice bruise at the very least, that's for sure. With all those extra base hits, it's easy to think we're going to see that trend continue the rest of the game. They seem to be really locked in at the plate.
Fly ball to right. And that will fall. And that keeps the inning going.
Pretty good changeup on the outside corner, but he did exactly what you're supposed to do with that pitch. See it deep and keep your hands inside it to drive it the other way.
Alvarez stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. And it's fouled away. Swing and a ball lifted in the air right field. He just missed it. Chourio makes the play, and that is that. And welcome back to the ballpark. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Up now for Milwaukee, Oliver Dunn. Inside corner, and that's called a strike.
Well, these Brewers just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. So he cracks double digits with his 10th strikeout.
Pretty electric stuff showing up on the mound right now. I mean, in the double-digit strikeouts, he should be able to rack up some more before he's done in this one. And not many of these hitters have had much of an answer for what he's offering out there.
And now it's even up. Base is empty, one away. Last half of inning number 5. Out to short, Lindor. Sends it to first. Home half of the 5th inning, moving along. 2 quick outs. Stepping in, Bryce Terang. And delivers outside.
I can't play around with him here. It's a 6-run lead at this point. Got to attack hitters, even if you give up a solo shot.
Out to short, Lindor. Gets it to first. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Back here at American Family Field, top 6. Jeff McNeil stands in. Liner snapped at first.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
That's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Now batting.
And now it's Juan Soto. Lindor on the move. And first offering is fouled off. Now snap throw to first. Lindor back in there. Soto measures 6 feet 2 inches, 225 pounds, and he's a former home run derby champ. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
And he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Here's the pitch. Runner goes again. There's a ball.
1 ball.
Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag. Runner goes again. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Man at second. Runner on the move again.
2-2.
Pitch misses. Throw to third, and he's out.
Well, I can see he had a big lead out there at second base, so it wasn't a shock when he took off. But trying to steal third right there, it's kind of risky, man. You're already in scoring position, so you got to make sure that you can make it there safely. That wasn't the case.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. Top of the order due up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Mets 8 and the Brewers 2. Bottom of the 6th inning. Here's the leadoff man for the Brewers, Jackson Chourio. That catches the corner.
When a guy's throwing a lot of first pitch strikes as a hitter, you got to be ready to hit. Now, that's not going to help you get deep into his pitch count and into the bullpen, but you got to take what he's offering that day.
Swing and a ground ball out to short. Now the throw to first on the run. And very nicely done for the out.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Christian Yelich.
Here's Yelich at the dish. Swung on, belted. He won't get there. That should be extra bases. Around second is Yelich. And he's there at third with a triple.
A couple of hits in a row for him here. He hit that ball really well to deep right field right there. Got a pitch to drive and just stayed through it nicely. Didn't quite have the trajectory to clear the fence, but you're always happy with an extra base hit.
So one gone with a runner at third. Here's the catcher, William Contreras, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. And that one is in for a strike.
0-1.
Tosses to first. There for the out. Runner scores from third. 2 down, bases empty. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Garrett Mitchell. Has grounded out a couple of times. That one the other way, and that's a fair ball. Around first, heading for 2. And they hold him at second. Maybe this is going to be the moment they start the comeback. So runner at second, 2 down. Sal Frelick now at the plate. Mitchell at second with 2 down. Cut on and lifted in the air. Taylor squeezes it. That is the inning.
Pitching for the Brewers.
Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Nick Mears.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Chourio ranging back, and he goes airborne to make the catch.
Man, Boog, I love watching an outfielder take on the wall to make that play, and it's a lot easier to watch from up here because that can be painful in the end. You know the wall's coming up on you quickly, so you have to maintain concentration and able to make that catch and hold on to it after contact.
One down, base is empty.
1 ball, 1 strike.
That one out to right. Chourio, long run, and it stays fair.
Now batting.
And at first, now it's going to be Brandon Nimmo. 3 for 3 with 3 singles. And first offering is fouled off. Yeah, that's fouled off. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Swing and a miss, and he got him. That's the second out.
Up next for the Mets.
And next is the designated hitter, Jesse Winker. Swing and a ball driven out to center. Mitchell moving back. It has the distance, gone. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they boost their lead. It's 10-3.
They wasted no time in that at bat, swinging at the first pitch, and he punished it.
So 2 down, and now the center fielder, Tyrone Taylor. Swinging a foul straight back. That one fouled off.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Lined into right. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And that's the 3rd out. Mets add 2 runs on this blast. And it is now bottom of the 7th. And the batter now is Rhys Hoskins. Outside low. And that is ball 1. Slider right there.
And it really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Got him. And he keeps putting up the Ks. That's number 11.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his 3rd strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
Dunn, batting with 1 down, takes a strike. On the ground, right side. He takes it on his own, and a couple of quick outs. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Joseph Ortiz. Lindor tosses to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. And we're back. And now Francisco Alvarez. Mears back to work. And a foul ball. Swings through that one for strike 2.
No ball, 2 strike. One and 2.
Pitch
balls,
misses,
2 strikes.
and the count is 2-2. Liner to second and picked on the hop. To his knee, the throw on the money. Nice play. Tyler Black, he'll take over at second base after the injury.
Now
Jeff
playing second
McNeil
base.
up now for the Mets.
Number 7.
0 for 3 in this one.
Tyler Black.
And that
One
one
ball,
upstairs,
no strike.
ball 1. And a foul ball. The Mets up big in this one, and we're in the top of the 8th. Base hit, left center field. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. The throw in, and he'll reach second with 1 away.
Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Man at second with 1 away. Here's the Mets leadoff man, Francisco Lindor. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Makes the grab, tracks it down after the long run. And there's 2 away. Juan Soto up now for the Mets. And that one sliced foul. McNeil on at second with 2 down. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Coming home. He will score. It's an RBI single, and it's an 8-run lead. And his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard.
Now pitching for the Brewers.
So a man aboard.
Number
Next to hit,
52.
Mark Vientos.
Ryan Hudson.
And first offering is fouled off. Two outs.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss as he was
1
out
ball,
front that
2 strikes.
time. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Chase the fastball up the ladder. On to the bottom of the 8th. Up now for Milwaukee, Tyler Black.
Tyler Black.
Just missed.
Nasty backdoor slider. There's really nothing you can do with that if you swing at it. So that's a good take by him.
Swing at a ball lifted to center field. Taylor pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there's 1 down. Chourio stands in now and watches strike 1. Base is empty, 1 away. Here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2. Breaking ball in there. Got him looking. Now a dozen strikeouts for him in this one. Now the number 2 hitter, Christian Yelich. And that's a strike.
Well, a good slider from an opposite-handed pitcher has to stay in that tunnel just a little bit longer. Otherwise, recognition can cause you to barrel it up. And right there.
3rd out. Back here in Milwaukee, all set to start the ninth in this one. In steps the polar bear, Pete Alonso. Got it started a little too early. Strike one.
Strike.
Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Aaron Ashby, the southpaw, is throwing and getting that sinker dialed in. Number 77, also throwing. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. And they'll do it again. Up the middle, and that one handled. Jump throw, and he can't come up with it.
It doesn't really matter where you are in the lineup. Your job is to get on base and try to start a rally if you're leading off an inning. So an infield single does the job right there. Now we'll see if they can make something happen.
Line drive, and that's a base hit out into center field. Alonso headed for third. Tried to stop, but he's tagged out heading back to second.
Now batting, designated hitter, Jesse.
And now the DH, Jesse Winker. And everyone is thinking the same thing right now.
Yeah, they're thinking, will he do it again? He's already homered twice, and most recently in the 7th. This guy's left a huge mark on this game.
As well as on the baseball. There's a swing and a drive. Gone straight into the visitors' bullpen. And he's gone yard again. That's his third home run of the game. And they add a pair. It's 13-3. Singy, the ball is jumping off his bat.
Yes, it is. Tons of loud contact. Man, it's been impressive. He's putting on quite the show at the dish here in this one, and he's just so locked in with this swing, and he's just not missing right now. A 3-homer game, man, it's so special. And I tell you what, it's a lot of fun watching him pull it off as well.
Now here is Tyrone Taylor. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Corrals it, and there are 2 down. So 2 down now, and here is Francisco Alvarez. In the air, left side. Frelick makes the catch, and that'll do it. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this. So the closer summoned from the bullpen, Edwin Diaz.
Now
compared to some days, this is a pretty low leverage appearance for him, so he should be fairly free and easy out there. Still have to keep yourself sharp and attack the strike zone.
0-2.
Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Slider got him for strike 3.
Well, that right there is just a pitcher's pitch, tailing away from the hitter, low and away with some good action at the end. You know, even if he gets the bat to that ball, it's probably just a weak ground ball to the opposite side. Tell you what, that's a tremendous 2-strike pitch.
The Brewers with a lot of ground to make up. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Very strong coming out of the pen so far as he punches out the first 2 batters he's faced in this one, getting straight to work. Man, it's talked about a lot, but relievers are just so electric these days. These aren't fun at bats if you're a hitter. I'm so glad I'm retired.
Swing and a miss as he was out front. Diaz is just 1 strike away. Outside low, and a count 1-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the last half of inning number 9. Foul ball still, a 1-2 count. Got him, and that's the ball game.
Offensive explosion today for these players. They gave up a few runs, but they had more than enough firepower to turn this one into a blowout.
13-3. from the hallowed grounds of Fenway Park. Okay, all set to go. Brandon Marsh steps to the plate. And that one lifted in the air, center field. One up, one down. This is Bryson Stott. The other way. And foul ball. One out, bases empty. On the ground to third. Jumps, throws, and he beats the throw. Shows off the wheels right there. An infield single.
Boom, that's staying within his game right there. I mean, this speedster gets the infield single, and now he's on base to possibly do some damage. I love seeing what guys like this can do to disrupt the game once they get in a position to do so.
Swing and a ground ball, base hit right field. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with one gone.
2 consecutive base hits for this team. Just a simple ground ball the other way. They had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
Throw to second, save. So Harper stands in. Swings through that one, out in front that time.
0-1's the count.
And that one fouled off.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with a fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Batting fifth,
Nick Castellanos
right
at the plate
Nick
now.
Castellanos.
And there's a foul ball. Two on, two outs. That's to third. Devers throws on to first. Third out, and that ends the frame. Here's the left fielder, Jarren Duran. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Suarez, an all-star a season ago. He features a sinker, a curve, a four-seamer, a changeup, and occasionally uses a cutter. Missed with a changeup, and a count 2-1. Ground ball right side, and it goes just foul. Struck him out looking with the off-speed stuff. And now it's Alex Bregman. And that is out of play. Ground ball left side. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Gets off a throw, and it's in time. It wasn't the smoothest play you'll see today, but they still get the out. Check out the Red Sox lineup. The sluggers in this lineup might not be too happy about the fact that the wind is blowing in today, Chris.
Yeah, and you hear pitchers talk about how good it feels when the wind is at their back. And for hitters, you almost feel like beyond just the pitcher coming at you, you've got this other force coming against you. So important to try to get on top of the ball in terms of hitting line drives, maybe really hard ground balls with a good exit velocity that'll get you a base hit, because it's very frustrating. You just hit one on the screws, think it's going to go out of the ballpark, and an outfielder is camped underneath it in front of the warning track.
Handles, throws to first, and Devers is set down. Red Sox go 1. Back here in Boston, now batting Max Kepler. Crochet back to work. Foul ball there.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one. That's the one. When he elevates, hitters aren't touching it.
Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Pitch misses there, and it's 1-2. On the ground, Story. And quickly one away in the second.
I love how guys at this level are able to slow the game down, whether it's in the batter's box or on defense. And right there, that was a good job of knowing just how much time he had. We talk about that internal clock. He was able.
This one's into the outfield. Could be extra bases. Now he'll turn for second. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
These guys today are so great with handling velocity. They're seeing high speeds day after day, and a nice job of turning that one around.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Alec Bohm stands in for the Phillies. Abreu. And there's 2 down. And Kyle Schwarber will come up. First-round pick out of Indiana back in 2014. And that one is lifted in the air. Duran. He's got it. And that is that. Bottom of the second. Now batting Tristan Casas. He was late there. Strike one.
0-1.
And a swing and a miss. Ed Drummond behind the plate calling balls and strikes. Maybe one of the most respected umpires around the league.
He's not the kind of umpire that you're likely to notice back there. And that can be a huge compliment, really. So if you're just kind of quietly doing your job, staying consistent with your calls, hitters, pitchers, managers, even fans, they're all going to appreciate you. Ed Drummond, he's that kind of umpire.
Sliced hard but foul. Second inning here, no score. Base hit. So a man aboard now with one away. And stepping in for Boston, Masataka Yoshida. One of the best in the game against right-handed pitching. The lefties, however, that's another story. Runner on the move. Pitch misses. Real Muto throws, not in time. It's a stolen base.
You know what? I like the aggressiveness right there. It looks like it's going to be tough to score in this.
Way inside, gets out of the way. And another ball. Singy, is this more common today? Guys really only succeeding against pitchers throwing from a specific side?
I think it's because you just don't get a very long try.
Swing and a line drive, and that's a base hit into right field. The throw in, safe at home, and the runner scores from second. And it's 1-0.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
Yoshida over at first with one away. Got him swinging. Well, that'll boost the swing and miss rate, Singh. He blew him away on 3 pitches. He didn't have a chance.
Yeah, Boog, a dominant strikeout for sure, and he just looked overmatched at the plate. You know, as a hitter, when you swing and miss 3 times in a row, you feel like you got a hole in your bat. You definitely start to question yourself.
This one high in the air to left center. Marsh sizing this one up. He makes the grab, and the inning is over. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now a 1-0 ball game. You're dialed into the show. New inning getting started. And now for the Phillies, Brandon Marsh.
Well, these Phillies definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive. I'm specifically talking about the first pitch. These batters are swinging more than 80% of the time, which is fine if you're scoring runs, but that hasn't been the case today.
And now 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Chop to first, but it kicks foul. Swing and a base hit. Around first and hustling for second. Now the tag at second, and he's out, trying for two.
Gotta love the hustle and the attitude there to try to stretch that single into a double, but unfortunately thrown out at second base. He was so close to being in scoring position.
And there's a base hit, so they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Challenged him with the fastball right in the heart of the zone, and he was clearly ready to jump all over it. And now let's see if they force some action with good
tag, and he picked off. Here's Turner now. That one missed.
That's out.
Right side. Bregman handles. Whips it to first. And they get Turner for the out. Back in Boston. Set for the bottom of the third. And now here's a speed threat. Outfielder. Cedar Rafaela. The pitch. On the outside corner. And the count is 0-2. Ah, that hit him.
That got him.
And the leadoff man is aboard to start the inning. So the Red Sox lineup turns over. Now batting Jarren Duran. That one clips the outside corner, and that's strike one. Duran getting the start in left, hitting leadoff in today's game, and he's a former All-Star Game MVP. Got him looking. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
Well, that at bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there, at least to foul something off, extend that at bat.
Now it's Alex Bregman. Fouled off. He was late. Tap foul at the plate. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
You know, variant speeds can be just as useful for a pitcher as movement, as you see right there.
Runner on the go. And first offering is fouled off. Check on the runner. Rafaela back on a dive. Rafaela, the runner at first with 2 gone. On a line, base hit. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs. Next to hit, Tristan Casas. And that's in for a strike. It's 0-1. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
First and second, 2 down. Here in the last half of the third. Swing and a miss. Had him out front for the strikeout.
Well, needed a big strikeout to get out of danger. Turned to the deception of that changeup. Great execution. Really sold it with the arm speed. Had his opponent way out on that front foot.
Back inside Fenway Park. Start of the 4th. Here comes Bryce Harper. That misses.
1-0.
And that's ball 1. Ground ball up the middle. Story sends it over to first. Harper is gone, 1 down. Here's Nicholas Castellanos. Grounded out his first time. And a base hit.
Well, he's been working out of the stretch just about the entire game, Boog. A lot of base runners on against him, and he's just done a really nice job of scattering the hits, not giving up any runs. But at some point, your luck usually runs out.
Ball 1,
Kepler
no
at the plate now. That's ball 1. To first, maybe a 2 ball. Over to Story for 1. Out. Return throw to first. Got him. Double play. And ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's Story now.
Shortstop, Trevor Story.
Clips the corner, and it's 0-1. There's the swing and a miss.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good. And then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Now batting.
Now it's the DH, Masataka Yoshida. That one's in there. That's strike one.
Generally, second, third time through the lineup, you want to be able to lean on those secondary pitches and command them. Looks like he's doing a nice job of it.
Just off the outside part of the plate. Base is empty, one away. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. Next one misses. 2-2. Stays alive.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Up next for the Red Sox.
Abreu up next for the Red Sox.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
Line to left, and that's just foul. That one misses, and it's 1-1. Ripped to short. Zips it across. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. We go to the top of the 5th, and now it's JT Realmuto. Crochet back to work. Swing and a foul out of play.
You know, these Phils doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. One thing that really stands out.
Now this one is hammered way back there, on its way and gone, and we are tied. And we're all square. It's 1-1. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back.
Let's break out the StatCast numbers. At Singy, it tells us this home run was projected at more than 450 feet.
Yeah, and not many players can hit home runs as far as this one. That's a special feeling, and I'm sure he was giggling a little bit as he was jogging around the bases. That was one heck of a swing he put on the baseball. All those numbers mean this offense is really making the defense work by just putting the ball into play. Anything can happen at that point.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. He got that front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count.
Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here. And that one fouled off. Boom. Aboard here at first with nobody out. And he swings through that one.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Step off, throw to first. Boom. Dives back in safely. And a base hit on the line. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
I feel like I've seen more balls, and this is speaking as a former outfielder, former center fielder, but more balls in this game just out of the reach. Sometimes the angle's not great. Other times just got to give credit because the hitters hit the ball really hard. It jumped off the bat. But one thing we do know is warmer temperatures are very, very favorable for the hitters.
Grounder might be 2. Off balance feed. There's 1 to first, not in time. Great effort there. So digging in, Bryson Stott. He's 2 for 2. And fouled off.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
Pitch misses. 1-1. Runners at the corners, 1 away. And we're at the top of the 5th. Ground ball right side, could be 2. Bregman to first. Yeah, they get the out. Here's Trey Turner.
Now batting, shortstop, Trey Turner.
Ground ball, Casas. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. And we're back here at Fenway Park. Here's the speedy catcher, Connor Wong. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. Off to a good start with a leadoff knock.
Waste no time there. Timing on the swing was good. Able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
Rafaela swings through it for strike one. Next offering in there for a strike. And it's 0-2. Move to first. Wong gets back easily. Tying run is at first. Last half of inning number 5. Foul ball still 0-2. Line drive, and it stays fair. And they're at the corners with nobody out.
Now, just a nice job coming through in a pretty high leverage spot right there. He really shot that one down the right field line and somehow
in the air left field, brings it in. Runner tags from third. He'll score on the sac fly. It's 2-2.
Well, we got ourselves a new ball game. Nice job right there at the plate. Sacrifice fly, and he gets in the tying run.
Bregman in the box now. Takes strike one. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Fights it off. He'll see another. Hit in the air, center field. Marsh moves under it. And there's 2 away. Devers now. Base hit. And now first and second with 2 outs.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch he could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
Ground ball to Bohm. Bohm goes on to first. That ends the inning. We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, Brennan Bernardino.
Number 83, Brennan Bernardino.
Harper in the box again. Takes a strike.
Some hitters are just more confident if they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
Up the middle. Whips it to first on the run. And they get the out. And now the right fielder, Nick Castellanos. 1 for 2. Out front, rip foul. Bernardino. In his second season, he features a sinker, a curve, a cutter, and he works in a slider. That's ripped. Base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
All over that one right there. That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front and ripped it into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke.
Go ahead run on base. Max Kepler stands in for the Phillies. And he grounds one back up the middle. Glove flip for 1. Double play. What a clean killing. Back here at Fenway, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton in the booth, and leading off the bottom of the 6th, Trevor Story. The shortstop takes the ball. Next offering is in for a strike. The 1-1 is fouled off. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. Strikeout number 8.
Well, that was the cutter down and in right there. And typically, if you're going to have a chance with the pitch, if it's down, that's your best chance of doing anything with it. It's kind of like a mini slider, just with a little less vertical movement. But still, that one tied him up, and he couldn't get the barrel to it. Thinking about Yoshida, he's never going to be the biggest player when he's on the field, but that doesn't mean he can't hit. He gets on base and doesn't strike out very often. That combo makes you a valuable asset to your club.
fouled off, and they'll do it again. One down, base is empty. On the ground, out to short. Whips it across, and that quickly 2 away. So up next, Wilyer Abreu. And first offering is fouled off. And the pitch is outside, ball 1. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. That drops in, plays it on a hop. Runner at first with 2 away. Connor Wong getting ready to hit. That misses, and it's 1-0. Suarez throws over, and he dives back in safely. And that's fouled off. The 1-1 is fouled off. With the go-ahead run at first here in the bottom of the 6th.
Ball 2.
Real Muto with a snap throw.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning.
Now pitching for the Red Sox.
Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound. Justin Slayton. Line to left. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's 1 away. And here comes Alec Bohm. Out to short. Whips it to Casas. And 2 away to start the 7th. Next is the designated hitter, Kyle Schwarber. Got to be careful with this guy. He's got power. He can untie it with 1 swing. First pitch just misses. Boston's bullpen with some activity. Aroldis Chapman up and loosening in the pen. Wilson warming up as well. Next offering is fouled back. Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase.
2-2 the count.
2 down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7. And it remains 2-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And the Phillies are set down in order. Down quickly go the Phillies. Score remains 2-2. Back now at Fenway. Bottom of the center fielder, Cedar Rafaela.
Cedar Rafaela.
And there's a strike on the outside corner. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. To third. Boom. And one away in the bottom of the 7th. Now here's the Red Sox leadoff hitter, Jaron. Here comes the skipper. New pitcher now, Jose Alvarado.
Number 46, Jose Alvarado.
Hammered on a line to left, base hit. So the go-ahead run is on base with a knock.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Right through there for a strike.
Good approach right there. You want to get something just a little higher that you can elevate. Stay out of that double play.
Runner on the go. One away. Tie game. Go-ahead run stands at first. And he gets Bregman. 2 gone now.
A pretty good break on the curveball right there. Maybe not as down in the zone as he would have liked, but deceptive enough to get that swing and miss. And if you don't catch that pitch out front on the barrel, it bears in on you pretty hard.
Devers now at the plate as he swings through strike 1. Here comes the pitch. Runner breaks for second. Lifted in the air right center field. And it gets by him. Headed for the plate. Still manages a throw.
Well done. Drives in the run. You know what they say. He couldn't have thrown it out there any better than that. And certainly the case that time. Just flared it back behind the second baseman and dropped it in there.
Kepler makes the grab, and that's the inning. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Aroldis Chapman. He has a great slider with tons of movement.
Number 44.
Marsh in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And that puts the tying run on base.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
Looks like we've got a substitution at first. Pinch running here, Edmundo Sosa. No outs, runner at first. Now it's the second baseman, Bryson Stott. Little chopper rolls foul. With the tying run on at first, and we're in the top of the 8th. Snap throw to first, and he's back in easily. Here's the 0-1. That one's upstairs, ball 1.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
And that is out of play. Lefty continues to work, but the closer getting loose in the bullpen. The next offering misses. And now 2 balls and 2 strikes. That one is upstairs.
So here we go. Base runner at first. Could be running on the pitch. He's got good enough speed to steal the bag to get in scoring position, even if it's a swing and miss at the plate.
out there to center. One away.
Now batting, shortstop, Trey Turner.
Trey Turner at the plate. 1 for 3. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. Sosa, the runner at first, with 1 gone in the inning. Out in front and foul to the left side. Chapman now 1-run game and a swing and a miss. And there's 2 away.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so...
Oh, now this is blasted. Way back there. On its way. Gone. He circles the bases. It's 4-3. Well, that swing changes things.
Yes, it does. They were in striking distance. They found a way to fight back big time.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout.
Pitching for the
So
Red
2
Sox.
down. Nick Castellanos
Number 57.
stands in for the Phillies.
Greg Weissert.
Up the middle. Story. The throw to first. And Castellanos is out. And that is the inning. But the Phils get 2 on this splash. Johan Rojas into the game as a
Now
defensive
plays center
sub
field.
now, and he'll take over in
Number
center.
18.
Swing and a
Johan
ground ball.
Rojas.
Sneaks through, base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Now, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch. Just shot it through the infield.
In the air, right side. Oh, and he whips on it. And he hops over the wall for an automatic double.
Had to go a pretty long way for that one towards the foul line, so that was no gimme by any means, but it is a play that needs to be made. Might have...
Manager out of the
Pitching for Philadelphia.
the possible tying
Number
and
50.
go-ahead runs on base.
Orion
Nobody
Kirkland.
out. Puts a bunt down. Fires to first on the run, and it beats him. What a play. Oh, the throw is over his head. Doesn't get too far away, so no one moves up. And now the catcher comes up to him. Connor Wong. Golden opportunity right here. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. Swings and misses. 0-2.
He's falling behind in a huge spot, Boog. Got to do what it...
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Huge strikeout there. And now the center fielder, Ceddanne Rafaela. That clips the zone. 0-1. And that one fouled off. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. 1 runs in. Now a long throw home, but it's offline. He will score. And it's now 5-4. Back to the top of the order now. And here is Jaron Duran. That misses the zone, and that's ball 1. Grounds 1 to short, and it finds its way through for a hit. And now 2 aboard. Here's Alex Bregman. Swinging a foul straight back. And it's even up. Hit on the ground to short. Trey Turner gloves it. Zips it to first. Inning over, and it could have been worse. A couple of runs in the...
Now pitching for the Red
Back
Sox.
now, and on the mound, the
Number
closer,
31.
Liam Hendricks.
Liam.
And I can't
Hendricks.
imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at-bats they can. So it's always high stress. Let's see what he's got here to try and close it out. Lefties can definitely be a little pull happy up there, especially with pitches that they see pretty well. That was a good example. He hooked an outside pitch, hit that ball in the air to right, just not with much authority.
Here's a high fly ball out to center. Rafaela should have this one. He makes the catch, and there's 2 down. Last chance for the Phillies, and now it's Alec Bohm. Corner infielders guarding the lines, trying to prevent extra bases. Story. Throw to first. Ball game. And the Red Sox hold on to win.